In 2023, a number of beautiful games will be released, and we will take a look at what these games are together. I am already very excited. I wish you all a good viewing. If you are watching me for the first time, I would appreciate it if you subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment to support me. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is undoubtedly one of the biggest games of 2023. It is stated that Marvel Spider-Man 2, which will be released exclusively for the PlayStation 5, is the next game in the Marvel Spider-Man series. Miles Morales and Peter Parker appear to be teaming up in an effort to defeat Venom. The game's developer is Insomniac Games, and its publisher is Sony Interactive Entertainment. According to a tweet shared by Tony Todd, the voice actor of Venom, on March 21, 2023, the game was said to be released in September, with a big promotional push planned for August. As an official announcement, the game's developer, Insomniac Games, has confirmed that the game will be released in the fall of 2023. Of course, it should be noted that this tweet has since been deleted. Atlas Fallen. Atlas Fallen is an action RPG with semi-open world exploration. It features both single-player and online co-op gameplay. The game is developed by Deck 13 Interactive, a video game developer based in Germany and published by Focus Entertainment. Their most popular games include Lords of the Fallen, 2014, and The Surge. The story revolves around a magical gauntlet possessed by the player character, which is related to a catastrophic event that has covered the entire world in sand. It grants the player access to powerful abilities such as the ability to lift buried structures, which will be needed to craft new paths and platforms. Essence stones, which give the player access to new abilities, will come in handy during enemy hunts. Game design director Jeremy Hartwig says that Atlas Fallen will take players to a ravaged sand-covered world, where they will find themselves engaged in fierce battles with wild creatures. If all goes according to plan, the game is set for a May 16, 2023 release. Assassin's Creed Mirage is another game that will be released in 2023. Developed by Ubisoft, it is an action-adventure game focusing on stealth and parkour mechanics instead of an open-world RPG. The game will be the 13th main game and the 23rd in the entire series, and will revolve around Basim ibn Ishaq, in his younger years a significant character in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Set approximately 20 years before Valhalla, it will take players to Baghdad in the 860s to witness Basim's coming-of-age story from a skilled pickpocket to a master assassin. Pre-orders for the game are now available on the Ubisoft Store for the computer platform. Lies of P is an action role-playing game of the Souls-like genre, inspired by the Pinocchio fairy tale. You wake up in an abandoned train station in the city of Krat and find a note asking you to find Bay Geppetto. Our various weapons, such as this hook, allow us to perform unique attacks. The game is said to have multiple endings based on the lies you tell people, providing a unique and varied experience. I am very curious about how the game mechanics will work, and will find out upon the game's release in August 2023. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 is a third-person shooter and hack-and-slash game set in the Warhammer 40k universe. For those who don't know, hack-and-slash is a game genre where you typically use melee weapons to bluster through enemies. In the game, you control one of the superhuman warrior Space Marines and fight against the alien race known as the Tyranids. You can use melee weapons like swords, knives, and axes, as well as firearms like rifles, pistols, and rocket launchers. You play as Captain Titus, one of the Emperor's greatest Space Marine warriors, voiced by Clive Standen. Titus is now a Primaris Space Marine and fights against the Tyranid invasion. In the game, you will use deadly skills and destructive weapons to eradicate Tyranid swarms, participate in epic battles on distant planets, and prove your loyalty to humanity. The game's developer is Saber Interactive, a US-based company. Among the games the company is currently developing or publishing are World War Z, Evil Dead, the game, SnowRunner, as well as Nintendo Switch ports of games like The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, and Crysis Remastered. The publisher is Focus Entertainment. The game is set to be released in 2023. If you enjoy space-themed games, a new Star Wars game is coming, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Set 5 years after the events of Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order, released on November 11, 2019, the game follows the main character Cal Kestis, now a surviving Jedi who has become a powerful Jedi Knight. Being hunted by the Empire, Cal must decide how far he is willing to go to save those closest to him. In addition to larger regions, the game will offer a lot of content waiting to be discovered. Additionally, besides the thrill of riding mounts, our fighting companions can now accompany us. The game's developer is Respawn Entertainment, and the publisher is Electronic Arts. The release date of the game is April 28, 2023. When we talk about isometric MMORPGs, one of the first games that comes to mind is Diablo. The game is a role-playing game developed by Blizzard Entertainment. After years of waiting, Diablo IV will finally be released. In the past weeks, the open beta version was released and players have gotten their hands on it to experience the game. I also looked into it, and I must say that I immensely enjoyed it. With large, expansive maps and plenty of dungeons to explore, the game is sure to provide hours of entertainment. The reviews for the game are very positive. The game will be released on June 6, 2023. It maintains the same atmosphere as the old Diablo games, even darker and more eerie, I would say. With its extensive skill trees, you can significantly change the way each class is played. The game is designed to be played in larger groups, and players will work together to overcome more challenging battles. Another game of yours, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, is an open-world action-adventure game based on James Cameron's Avatar film series. The game is developed by Massive Entertainment and publishes by Ubisoft. Massive Entertainment's other games include Tom Clancy's The Division 1 and 2, Ground Control. Players control a character from the Nausix race in a story set in an unknown area on the western border of Pandora. They will try to explore the beauties and dangers of this region while also fighting against the forces that threaten Pandora from the RDA organization. It is expected to be available in 2023 at the earliest and in early 2024 at the latest. It is built on the Snowdrop engine, which is the latest version. So far, the games I have mentioned have all been paid games. However, there is also a free game coming out this year, Blue Protocol, developed and published by Bandai Namco Online and Bandai Namco Studios. It is a multiplayer MMORPG set in the beautiful and dangerous world of Regnas, focusing on dungeons and raids, and is an action-adventure game. The story of the game revolves around a group of adventurers fighting against a power that seeks to destroy the world, and it has been stated that the story will change based on our choices. It is planned to be released in the second half of 2023, and the game will be published outside of Japan in collaboration with Amazon Games. The next game we have is Immortals of Aveum. It is a new single-player game developed by Ascendant Studios and published by EA Originals, created using the Unreal Engine 5 game engine. There isn't much detail available about the game's story. Players will control a character equipped with a magical symbol called the Sigil. The release date of the game has not been announced yet, but it is generating excitement. Our next game is Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn. It is a new action role-playing game developed by A44 Games and published by Kepler Interactive. After watching gameplay videos, I wasn't expecting it to have a Souls-like feel, but the combat mechanics give it that vibe. The game is set in a fantasy world where the army of the dead has taken over, and the living are on the brink of extinction. The Coalition army is trying to reclaim the world, and players control Nor Vanek, a member of the Coalition army. Enki, a strange creature with magical powers, is waging a war of revenge against the gods, and we help this strange creature. You can use various guns and rifles in battle, and Enki assists you during attacks. During combat, you have to constantly change your movements to be acrobatic, add extra contributions to your combos. The active scoring system helps you earn more points. You can use the small caravan to buy new weapons and armor. There has not been a clear announcement yet, but it is known that the game will be released in 2023. If you're looking for a character-driven, flashy combat game, I don't think you'll find anything better than Final Fantasy XVI. Everyone knows about this game, and it seems to consistently outdo itself in terms of visual spectacle with every trailer and gameplay footage released. Especially the battles where you transform into a giant elemental monster and fight your opponent in a kaiju-style showdown look incredibly impressive. Even in human form, the character look incredibly powerful. To give some details, we have 3 different forces at our disposal, and each one has its own unique abilities. By switching between them, you can chain together quick combos. With Phoenix, you can perform impressive fiery attacks, then switch to Garuda to launch your opponent into the air, and finally to Titan to deliver powerful blows with stone fists. As you progress through the game, you can become even stronger and unlock new moves. You also have a dog companion to help you in battles. Final Fantasy XVI looks like it's going to be one of the most visually impressive games of the year. The game's producer, Naoki Yoshida, recently made it clear that the game won't be coming to PC. Final Fantasy XVI is set to release exclusively for the PS5 on June 22, 2023, and is currently available for pre-order on the PlayStation website. Speaking of dogs, I can connect this to Remnant 2. In the trailer, we can see a companion dog who fights enemies and even wakes up the character. One of the various classes you can choose and level up in the game is the Handler archetype. This class has a dog that will fight alongside you to eliminate any threats that come their way. You can also use it to distract your enemies. Remnant 2 is the sequel to the game Remnant, From the Ashes, and is developed by Gunfire Games. Gunfire Games focuses on dark fantasy and action RPG games, and is known for popular games such as Darksiders 3. The game is published by Gearbox Publishing and can be played solo or with a maximum of 2 players. It is expected to be released in the summer of 2023, but there is no specific date yet. If you're looking to get a jump on some co-op creature hunting earlier in the year, RedFall might be the game for you. Arcane Studios usually develops games in the first-person shooter and action RPG genres. Examples of their other games include Dishonored, Dishonored 2, and Prey. There are 4 characters in this game, which appears to have been developed by being influenced by other games. It is seen that each of them has their own special skill trees and different weapons. The place where the game takes place is a fictional island in the US state of Massachusetts. Failed immortality experiments have turned the island into a hell filled with fearsome vampires isolated from the entire world. Players will fight vampire creatures on the island of RedFall and powerful vampire bosses in their territory. Exoprimal is a team-based online action game developed by Capcom that puts humanity's most advanced exosuit technology against the wildest creatures in history, dinosaurs. Players will use these exosuits to battle against dinosaur hordes and play together in multiplayer mode. The game's story takes place in the year 2040, where sudden outbreaks of dinosaurs threaten the existence of humanity. However, a company named Abius has developed a powerful artificial intelligence called Leviathan, which can predict future outbreaks. This technology, combined with Abius revolutionary exosuits, provides hope for humanity. For those who don't know, an exosuit is a powerful suit of armor developed to combat the dinosaur threat. Exoprimal is set to be released on July 14, 2023. It seems that game developers are doing their utmost to satisfy Souls-like fans this year. The name of the Souls-like game is The Lords of the Fallen, and the features they offer have drawn me in. The game is set to be released in 2023 and has been developed using Unreal Engine 5, with satisfying graphics. Hexworks and Defiant Studios are developing the game, while CI Games is the publisher. Our character can travel between 2 realms, the realm of the living and the realm of the dead. In this type of game, usually, in order to retrieve the accumulated currency upon death, we have to return to the place where we died. However, in this game, this becomes a bit more interesting. If you die in the realm of the dead, you will only have one chance to go back to the same place, which means that the area is very, very dangerous. I love this type of boss battles and combat mechanics. Therefore, I would like to state here that I will play the game when it is released. If you're looking for a zombie game, Dead Island 2 might be just what you're looking for. It offers a unique blend of horror, dark humor, and exaggerated action that will satisfy zombie fans' cravings for more. A deadly virus spreading in Los Angeles turns people into zombies, and we play as someone who has been bitten but has immunity. We must uncover the truth behind the outbreak, discover who we are and what we are capable of. With stunning graphics, gory details, and a unique dismemberment system, it looks like it will be a lot of fun to cut, crush, burn, or shred zombies in the game. You can choose from 6 different characters, customize your skills, and develop them to become the best zombie killer. The game is set to be released on April 21, 2023. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. I am grateful to everyone who supports me. I am looking forward to hearing your feedback, so please share your thoughts with me. See you in the next video, take care, and goodbye.